Habari Gani. Happy Kwanzaa. We are celebrating Ujamaa, December 29th, fourth principle of Kwanzaa, cooperative economics. It is always appropriate before we start any program to acknowledge our elders. Do we have permission to speak from our elders to start this program?
Permission is granted.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good evening. Good evening. Habari Gani. My name is Sabria Smith, and this is my husband,
Lamar Smith.
Yes, and we are going to be your hosts for tonight, and we are so excited to be with you today. And as always, before we start any program, we always have to acknowledge our elders as well as our ancestors. And we are going to go ahead and start with the Tamshila Tambiko, our libation statement. Lamar is going to lead us.
Our fathers and mothers came here. They lived, loved, struggled, and built here. At this place, their love and labor rose like the sun and gave strength and meaning to the day. For them, then, who gave so much, we give in return. On this same soil, we will sow our seeds and liberation and a higher level of human life. May our eyes be the eagle, our strength be the elephant, and the boldness of our life be like the lion. And may we remember and honor our ancestors and the legacy they left for us as long as the sun shines and the waters flow. For our people everywhere then, for Shaka, Samori, and Zinga, and all the others known and unknown who defended our ancestral land and history and humanity from alien invaders. We pour libation.
And we say Ashe.
Ashe.
We use water to represent life, and we use a plant to represent land. Ashe is that it's so. It is. It is. I mean. That's what Ashe stands for. It is so. It is. Ashe.
Ashe. For Garvey, Muhammad, Malcolm, and King. For Harriet, Fannie Lou, Sojourner, Bethune, and Nat Turner, and all the others who dared define, defend, and develop our interests as a people. We pour libation, and we say, Ashe. For our children and the fuller and freer lives that they will live because we struggle, we pour libation, and we say, Ashe. For Kawaida and the Nguzo Saba, the new system of views and values which gives identity, purpose, and direction to our lives. For the new world we struggle to build, and for the continuing struggle through which we will inevitably rescue and reconstruct our history and humanity in our own image and according to our own needs. We pour libation, and we say, Ashe. Now, it is your turn to call the names of individuals that you would like to honor and pay tribute to during this time. I would like to honor my mother, Johnny Mae Pearson. Ashe. I would like to honor Breonna Taylor. I would like to honor Michael Brown. I would like to honor George Floyd. Call out the names of the people that you would like to honor. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
My grandmother, Bessie Mabry Aiken.
Ashe.
My grandfather, Harvey Eugene Aiken.
Ashe.
My father, Abdul Jalil Amin.
Ashe.
I'd like to honor Mother Crystal Austin Seymour.
Ashe.
And Mama Lemmy Brown.
Ashe.
Baba Rocket Green.
Ashe. At this moment, we would like everyone to please stand for Lift Every Voice and Sing.
All right, please stand up. We're going to sing the first stanza together of Lift Every Voice and Sing, written by James Weldon Johnson. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven rings. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Ashe.
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 Now, please remain standing for the reading of the UNIA pledge. And this is call and response. So please, please repeat after me and say it with pride. No matter where you are, no matter where you're listening, this is for you, and say it with pride and with honor and with respect. Here's to this flag of mine.
Here's to this flag of mine.
The red, black, and green.
The red, black, and green.
Hopes in its future bright.
Hopes in its future bright.
Africa has seen.
Africa has seen.
Here's to the red of it.
Here's to the red of it.
Great nations shall know of it.
Great nations shall know of it.
In time to come.
In time to come.
Red blood shall flow of it.
Red blood shall flow of it.
Historians shall write of it.
Historians shall write of it.
Great flag of mine.
Great flag of mine.
Here's to the black of it.
Here's to the black of it.
400 millions back of it.
400 million back of it.
Whose destiny depends on it.
Whose destiny depends on it.
The red, black, and green of it.
The red, black, and green of it.
Oh, flag of mine.
Oh, flag of mine.
Here's to the green of it.
Here's to the green of it.
Young men shall dream of it.
Young men shall dream of it.
Face shot and shells of it.
Face shot and shells of it.
Waving so high.
Waving so high.
Here's to the whole of it.
Here's to the whole of it.
Colors brought and pole of it.
Colors brought and pole of it.
Pleased is my soul with it.
Pleased is my soul with it.
Regardless of what is told of it.
Regardless of what is told of it.
Thanks God for giving it.
Thanks God for giving it.
Great flag of mine.
Great flag of mine.
Ashe.
Ashe.
All right.
Ashe.
Okay.
Asante Sana, thank you, and please be seated.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to go over the beautiful principles of Kwanzaa, and my husband Lamar is going to point them out, and so you can understand what you're looking at, how things should be set up correctly. So Kwanzaa has 7 basic symbols and 2 supplemental ones. Each represents values and concepts reflective of African culture and contributive to community building and reinforcement. The basic symbols in Swahili and then are in English. So I would encourage you to please repeat after me as well as we go over the symbols of Kwanzaa. So we have mazao, which are the crops. These are symbolic of African harvest celebration and of the rewards of productive and collective labor. We have mkeka, which is the mat. This is symbolic of our tradition and history, and therefore the foundation on which we build. We have our beautiful kanara. Kanara is our candle holder. This is symbolic of our roots, our parent people, the continental Africans. We have our muhindi, or vabunzi, which is the corn. This is symbolic of our children and our future, which they embody. We have our mashuma saba, which is the 7 candles. Now, these are symbolic of the Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles, the matrix and minimum set of values which African people are urged to live by in order to rescue and reconstruct their lives, their own image, according to their own needs. We have our Kikombe Cha Umoja, the Unity Cup. This is symbolic of the foundational principle and practice of unity, which makes all else possible. And we have our Zawadi. Zawadi is the gifts. People always ask, do you all give out gifts during Kwanzaa? Well, of course we do. And the gifts that we give, they should be, if possible, reflective of our history and our culture, something that we can learn from. So our maybe books or maybe educational videos or things of that nature. And it's also definitely appropriate during Kwanzaa to give gifts that you've made from yourself to someone else. In the Zawadi, the gifts, these are symbolic of the labor and love of parents and the commitments made and kept by the children. The 2 supplemental symbols are the bendera, which is the flag. The colors of the Kwanzaa flag are the colors of the organization US, black, red, and green. Black for the people, red for the struggle, and green for the future and hope that comes from their struggle. It is based on the colors given by the Honorable Marcus Garvey as national colors for African people throughout the world. It is also appropriate to have the Nguzo Saba poster near or around your table. The poster that would show the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. We don't have a poster here, but we do have our wonderful banners here that reflect the 7 principles. So, it's time for us to sing the Nguzo Saba song. But before we do that, I'm going to go over the 7 principles, and then you all are going to stand up at home, and you're going to sing along with me the Nguzo Saba song, which we do during Kwanzaa. So when we go over the Swahili and English versions of the principle, please repeat after me as well. The first principle of Kwanzaa is umoja. Umoja means unity, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Second principle of Kwanzaa is kujichagulia, self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. How often is it that we have people speaking for us, naming us, telling us what we need to do? The principle of kujichagulia is about standing up for you, defining who you are, defining your values. Ashe? We have the third principle of Kwanzaa, which is Ujamaa, collective work and responsibility. I was like, y'all gonna roll with me? To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. We have Ujamaa, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses and to profit from them together. We have Nia, purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. We have the sixth principle, which is Kuumba, creativity, to do always as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. And the final seventh principle, which is always near and dear to my heart, is Imani, faith. To believe with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. Ashe? All right, who's ready to have some fun with me?
Rock it with it, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need y'all to have some. This is Kwanzaa. Yes. It's time for us to celebrate who we are, celebrate the Nguzo Saba, the seven principles, and we don't just celebrate the seven principles during Kwanzaa. We celebrate them 365 days a year, and it is something that we stand on each and every day to guide us. Ashe? All right, y'all ready to party with me?
Let's go.
Okay. All right, so we're about to sing our Nguzo Saba song, and this is call and response as well. I said umoja. It means unity. Kujichagulia. Self-determination. Ujamaa. Oh, Ujamaa. It means collective work and responsibility. Ujamaa. Cooperative economics. Okay, Nia. Purpose. Kuumba. Creativity. Imani. Faith. And what? In our blackness. Faith in our blackness. It means faith in our blackness. It means faith in our blackness. Ashe. I've been singing the Nguzo Saba song since I was born. And if it wasn't for that song, I probably would not have remembered the principles in order. So sing that song, know that song, carry that song with you every day. Ashe? All right. So I'm actually going to light the Kanara, and my husband Lamar is going to explain to us how we're going to move forward and do that.
Today is December 29th, and we are celebrating the fourth principle of Kwanzaa, Ujamaa, which means cooperative economics. The black candle is the center of the Kanara and represents unity. Black also represents the people. The three red candles represents the people's struggle, and the green candles represents the future, land, and hope that comes from that struggle. Sabria will now light the candles in order, starting with the black candle for the principle of Umoja. Then the red candle for the principle of Kujichagulia. And the green candle for the principle of Ujima. And the red candle for the principle of tonight, Ujamaa. Ashe. Ashe. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Sabria Smith, and this is my husband, Lamar Smith, and we are so proud, and we're always so honored to be able to host Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is near and dear to my heart. Been celebrating Kwanzaa since I was born, and I love this holiday. I think about it all of the time, and so it is always something that I share with others and teach others, and I'm always here to answer any questions that you may have about Kwanzaa. We are the founders of the Western New York Community Bulletin Board, or you would say WNY Community Bulletin Board on Facebook. We have over 14,000 members in our group, and we promote we ask you to promote and to participate and shop at African American businesses, support events. We share community news, and we share information that not just will uplift you, but will help to make our community bigger, better, brighter, and stronger. We should be doing it every single day, and we need to know about each other, support each other, promote each other, and uplift each other all of the time.
All of the time.
All of the time. If we don't do it, no one else will do that. So we are here, we are excited, and we hope that so far that you are having a good time celebrating Kwanzaa at home with your family, with your friends. We hope that you are excited and are feeling nothing but love and joy during this time. We are actually going to move forward with our program for tonight. We have our Ujamaa panel, and we will also have a presentation from the Rochester Kwanzaa Coalition. Enjoy. And we will also have a presentation from the Rochester